Hey guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by and I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for stopping by for yet again another speed build. So in today's speed build, we are renovating, which apartment is this? I know it's Chic Street and the writing is so teeny tiny from where I'm seeing it. Is it 121321 Chic Street? I might be wrong, but anyway, we are renovating it into a 2-bed, 1-bathroom apartment. And I feel like typically, I haven't done too many apartment renovations, but I feel like in the past when I've done apartment renovations, I make them kind of fancy and not all apartments are that way. And these specific countertops in this kitchen actually remind me a lot of countertops that I had in 2 of the apartments I've lived in my life, and I feel like they're just very realistic. They were in 2 completely separate locations in California, so I feel like they're just very common, especially for like older apartments. And I end up using these same countertops in the bathroom as well. And 2, when I feel like I've done apartment renovations before, I make the kitchens pretty big, and I feel like that's one thing that I've noticed in pretty much every space I've lived in, whether it was an apartment or a condo. The kitchens are very small, and I think it kind of makes sense in a way, I suppose. I mean, if you love cooking, that could be kind of annoying, especially if you enjoy cooking with your partner, or you like having family or friends come over and you guys bond through cooking or baking. That could be a bit annoying, I suppose. But I feel like having a small kitchen with larger bedrooms and larger other living spaces make more sense. But this apartment is rather small-ish, considering I do end up putting a washer and dryer, a rather spacious bathroom. I mean, it's not huge, but it's not the smallest bathroom either. And I do have 2 bedrooms in this apartment as well. So I think everyone, and when I say everyone, I mean the maximum of 2 Sims that you could have living here. Everyone has like enough space, I suppose. And what I really wanted to do when I first went into this apartment, started renovating, I really wanted to make this more of like an edgy apartment. I wanted it to be very dark, kind of grungy, but not in like a gross way, like grungy in the sense of just like, it's more dark. It's a little bit, I was gonna say damp, but that would be gross. But just, I don't know, edgy, you know what I mean? And I wanted it to be for at least one Sim that is into music. So whether they are a musician or they just enjoy playing the piano or guitar, and I love the aesthetic of just setting up a guitar in like a Sim's bedroom or in their living room. So that's mainly what I wanted, was I knew I at least wanted to place a guitar in here somewhere. But I ended up just thinking it would be really nice to have 2 Sims live here, potentially 2 Sims that you are in control of, but probably who I was going to move into this apartment was going to be a Sim that I play off and on. They are really good at the violin. There's no violin here, but this Sim will have the violin in her inventory when she moves in here. And then she could always just, get a roommate online, and I don't have to worry about playing with that Sim, but we're splitting the rent or whatever. I really don't know how that works fully because I've never actually done it, and I feel like I've talked about that in some other builds, but I thought it would be nice to have this be like a roommate situation. They could even be friends, honestly. They don't have to be complete strangers, but I did end up making both of the bedrooms for music students, so I just thought it would be kind of nice to give this apartment a theme. And as you can see, like I mentioned earlier, I was kind of originally going for a more like dark color scheme, but then that just totally went out the window. And I think I kind of want to save that for when I mess around with the new kit. So it's the industrial loft kit, and I got it, I think like a couple days after it was released, and I've looked at some of the items. I really like the fluffy rug. I think that's my favorite. I like the more, not the plain swatches, but the swatches that have like kind of the like swirly stripes in them. I really like those. And yeah, I just figured that would make more sense, especially since I did try doing like a grungy look. It went completely out the window pretty much like right as I started building here. But again, I feel like I just kind of gravitate more toward color, which I can't help that. I mean, that's just, I feel like I make cuter builds when I go for more color. It's hard for me to do all darks. I don't know what it is. I feel like all darks can go well together, and you can mix in some lights with some darks, like when it comes to like wood tones, furniture, rugs, anything like that. But like, I don't know, it's just not my forte. I don't fully have the eye for it. And to be honest, if I'm gonna create a cute build that doesn't take me a lot of time and doesn't stress me out and make me angry, like, we're gonna have more color, just because my brain just works that way. But anyway, we are kind of finishing up the entryway here. I do end up moving around. I can't remember if I did it already, but like I said, I did place a washer and dryer on this lot, and I just thought that that would be kind of nice. It's like a stackable washer and dryer, and I placed one hamper over in that little area kind of near the hallway, or I guess the entryway we could call it. And there's also the 2x1 closet from Get Together over there as well. So I felt that that made sense. One of these Sims actually doesn't have a dresser, so clearly it's not this Sim because we just placed down a dresser in here. But this Sim actually doesn't have any musical items in their bedroom. I think I place a poster in here that, you know, represents that they're in like a music club, or at least that they're into music one way or another. But I just kind of made this room a little cute with a little makeup tray, some shoes here. Maybe this Sim is into fitness as well. Or now that we have the spa day refresh that they added, I was gonna say into base game, but it's definitely not base game. You'll only have this if it's spa day, but it did come with some base game updates. So we got some new swatches for the towels that are in like the bathroom miscellaneous decor area of the Build By catalog. And then we also have new swatches of the robes, which I'm obsessed with because I feel like I always gravitated toward the white ones, just because, I don't know, the gray one and the black one, they had like a little stripe going along the bottom of it, and I just wasn't really a fan of it. But I'm glad that we at least got some new stuff for base game, because it makes it nice for people that don't have all these packs, or, you know, only want to do a base game build. You have more options, and it's not so cookie cutter, black and white, almost quite literally. I think it was like the robes only came in black, white, gray, and blue. I could be wrong, but I really don't know, because like I said, I really only ever used white, and then sometimes I would use gray. I mean, I personally have 2 robes and they're both gray. So I can relate to that one. But here we're moving on into the slightly larger bedroom. And what I kind of wanted to do here was turn this little keyboard into like one of those pianos that you would typically see in someone's house. So in base game, we only have, well, just in game in general, we only have like a grand piano. There's no like smaller piano. Like the little ones, they're not little, I suppose, but they're just about the size of the keyboard here. And you know, you push them all the way up against the wall, they're like flat on the back, and they're almost like in like a wooden case. Some of them have like little covers that you can like pull over the keys. Like, that's kind of what I was going for, but I was like, we'll just leave it as is. And I just didn't want to mess with it too much, since I wanted to make this a somewhat quicker speed build. I feel like a lot of the times I dwell on like the little details that are so unnecessary, and I end up cutting them out of videos, and my videos still end up being super long. So that was kind of what I was going for, and I'm sure I'll do it in one build, because I think like a family home that is really into music or arts or something along those lines, it would be really cute to make it work and not have it just be like a little keyboard, like actually make it look more like a traditional piano that you would see in someone's home. Now we are moving on to the bathroom, and again, I made this very basic, very typical of what I feel like a quote-unquote typical kind of older-ish apartment would look like. I was looking on the outside of this build, or on the outside of this apartment, I guess, and noticed that the elevator's like really gross. Like someone needs to like maintenance needs to go out there and like really scrub the baseboards in that hallway and like clean the elevator doors. So I was like, yeah, this is a somewhat older building and might need some new updates. But I did place the shower from, I think, Discover University over here, and I did place a tub as well, just because I had kind of more space. Like I said, this is a somewhat bigger bathroom. I feel like, I mean, it is as big as like one of the bedrooms, which is kind of crazy, but I mean, it all works out. I really like the layout, and Anyway, yeah, so we are coming up on the screenshots. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to follow me over on Instagram. My handle is ashleyyangelinaa with 2 Y's and 2 A's at the end of Angelina, as well as on the gallery. My name is also ashleyyangelinaa with 2 Y's and 2 A's at the end of Angelina, and I hope to see you in a future build. Bye.